Good afternoon and welcome to Panorama, coming to you from Lagos Network Center. My name is Ademola Adeoye. We'll take a short break now. Panorama continues in a moment. Stay with us. ECOWAS President has met with President Goodluck Jonathan on the observation and recommendation of the ECOWAS fact-finding mission in Nigeria in spite of the postponement of the general elections, calling for reduction in hate speeches. Segun Lawole reports that European Union observers mission also visited.
Prior to the postponement of the general elections, ECOWAS authority, in line with its mandate to monitor and observe all electoral processes in its community, had sent a fact-finding mission to Nigeria, led by former President of Ghana, John Kufuor. ECOWAS President, however, was in the State House to share the mission's observations with President and other stakeholders.
We have judged it necessary to share their observation with all the stakeholders, and it is in that respect that we came this morning to inform His Excellency about the findings and recommendation of our fact-finding mission. Of course, we are going to engage with all the stakeholders, the APC candidate, with INEC also, to share with them the finding of our observation mission. We have also issued a declaration following the postponement of election, appealing for calm and understanding, and also appealing to all the authorities to make sure that the Constitution is respected.
Our long-term observer missions said there was a lot of hate media, hate speeches being distributed, which was not good for our polity, which was heating up the polity. And the President has spoken to all the stakeholders to please look into lessening this aspect in the electoral process, and I think it's an aspect that the media can help greatly in addressing. This is a very important election for Nigeria. All Nigerians are concerned. The ECOWAS community is very much concerned that it all comes out very well, and we all owe it as a duty to say very positive things that can move this nation forward.
President Jonathan also received in audience the European Union observation mission in Nigeria, led by its chief observer, Santiago Fisas, who also came on the rescheduled general elections and also the May 29th inauguration date.
Then just to have an exchange of views about the elections. And I am very happy to the insurance that the President gave to us, have given about that the inauguration must be the 29th of May as maximum. Then I think it's very good news, because it's, of course, that is inside the Constitution, and is about something that really loves democracy as President Jonathan. I was no doubt that that is what he wants to do, and has been his issue a lot about that.
In the State House, Segun Lawole, NTA News.
The European Union election monitoring team has expressed optimism in the ability of the Independent National Electoral Commission to make adequate preparation given the 6 weeks postponement of the general elections. Leader of the team, Santiago Fisas, stated this during a visit to the National Assembly. Adamu Sambo reports.
The European Union Election Monitoring Mission said although there is never a perfect election, INEC is doing its best towards conducting best possible elections. Consequently, the chief observer of the mission said the postponement of the 2015 elections provides an avenue for INEC to buckle up for the exercise, card readers being put to use for the first time notwithstanding.
We really believe that this 6 weeks delayed time has been made to profit for INEC to solve the majority of problems that could happen.
The Senate President, represented by the Senate leader, Victor Ndoma Egba, described internal democracy as the major challenge facing Nigeria's democratic enterprise and asked the European Union for capacity building support.
We'll try to elevate the threshold at every point so that the elections will be more and more acceptable with each subsequent election.
In Abuja, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Vice President Namadi Sambo has again tasked Nigerians towards smooth and peaceful elections in March as ways of ensuring stability and economic prosperity of the nation. Hamza Musa Makrafi reports that the Vice President stated this in Kaduna at a seminar for imams, preachers and religious leaders. The report.
The seminar is intended towards entrenching a successful 2015 election as the capacity of its participants is well recognized by the government. The Office of the Presidential Advisor on Islamic Matters put together the event as other geopolitical zones took their turns in similar engagement. Vice President Muhammad Namadi Sambo, while commending participants for attending the seminar, says the Jonathan administration is deeply committed to a peaceful and credible election in the next few weeks. He says as religious leaders and opinion molders, participants have a duty towards ensuring that the youth and larger society embrace peace during and after the March polls.
It becomes incumbent upon us and our ulamas to imbibe the fear of the Almighty among the faithfuls and to continuously lead the Ummah as exemplified by the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This can be achieved by imbibing the right kind of training, education, and proper upbringing of our children.
Vice President Sambo says Office of the Presidential Advisor has done well with the initiative. Kaduna State Governor Mukhtar Malanyaro says religious leaders and entire people of the state will ensure peaceful conduct of election. Minister of Education Ibrahim Shekaru says right moral upbringing is key to societal progress. Themes of the seminar include perspectives on peaceful and harmonious coexistence and mutual respect between the leadership and the led. Presidential Advisor on Islamic Matters Tahir Umar Tahir appreciates the President for supporting the initiative of the seminar. From Kaduna, I am Hamza Musa Makarifi, NTA News.
The All Progressives Congress National Campaign Team has formally presented its presidential candidate, Muhammadu Buhari, to the people of Borno State, alongside the state governorship candidate, Kashim Shettima. Muhammad Ibrahim reports.
The Ramat Square Maiduguri was agog with different groups and associations in support of the APC candidates, witnessed by chieftains, dignitaries and stalwarts from within and outside the state. Upon the entry of the APC presidential candidate General Muhammadu Buhari into the arena, he was welcomed by standing ovation. Presidential candidate presented himself and the APC Borno governorship candidate Kashim Shettima. Due to the overwhelming crowd that went out of the control of security personnel, the presidential candidate could not deliver his party's manifesto to the gathering. Some APC stalwarts and candidates described the turnout of supporters as an indication of the strength of the party in Borno State.
We are sure that victory is on our side.
For this overwhelming turnout in mass to receive our president to be.
You could see the faces of the people are happy.
They expressed optimism that the APC will record favorable results for all its candidates in the forthcoming elections. Muhammad Ibrahim, NTA News.
The Ogun State People's Democratic Party branch witnessed a drama with the party announcing the expulsion of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, just as the former president also announced his exit from the party. Bumi Idowu reports.
The executive members of the Ogun chapter of the party announced the expulsion of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo from the party for alleged unabated anti-party activities unbecoming of elder statesman. The state chairman of the party, Mr. Adebayo Dayo, who announced the expulsion, said it is the same Obasanjo who, when he was president, never tolerated any criticism.
Somebody who is abusing the president every day, who is stopped tolerant at all. No matter how big anybody is, the law of the land is above everybody. So party supremacy is above anybody.
It therefore implored members of the party at all levels to distance themselves from Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo destroyed the membership card of the party. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo said the country belonged to all and that nobody should do anything that would destroy it. At the conference, which was attended by some of his aides and associates, the Owu High Chief said that he was not happy with the situation in the country. From Abeokuta, Bumi Idowu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Chairman, Organization and Mobilization Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Southwest, Buruji Kashamu, has apologized to President Goodluck Jonathan and all well-meaning Nigerians over the former President Olusegun Obasanjo's comments. At a news conference in Lagos, he urged all Nigerians to reject hardliners and extremists who do not mean well for the country. The report.
Reacting to recent comments credited to former President Obasanjo, Buruji Kashamu regretted that the former leader, who is supposed to be the best gift to the nation, is fast sliding into abyss. The PDP chieftain, who presented to newsmen copies of alleged misdeeds of the former leader, hinted that it will be addressed at the party level.
This report is going to come out from tomorrow. Series 1 will be out. Series 2 will be out in form of advert. Series 2 will be out on Tuesday, while Series 3 will be out on Wednesday. I'm begging all Nigerians to go through all these documents.
On the shift in the elections, he commended INEC for the postponement and wondered what would have happened if the polls were held amid explosion rocking some parts of the Northeast. The PDP leader enjoined Nigerians to support President Goodluck Jonathan in the fight against terrorism to stamp it out.
Also, the former Labour Party chairman, Dan Nwanyanwu, who is the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the party, has resigned as board chairman and member of the party.
A statement reattributed his resignation to events in the party, especially with regards to the handling of the recently concluded nomination of candidates on the platform of the party for the 2015 general elections. He described it as not in consonance with the integrity, transparency, and accountability for which the Labour Party had achieved the reputation over the years. Chief Nwanyanwu alleged that the turnout of events after the new national chairman's assumption of office is not in the best interest to the ideals for which the Labour Party was formed.
The Labour Party national chairman, Abdul Kadri Abdul Salam, says he accepted the resignation of the party's Board of Trustees chairman, Nwanyanwu, in good faith.
Allegation of mismanagement of the party's funds leveled against him by Chief Nwanyanwu.
Yeah, such allegation. Here we have transparent administration. A National Working Committee member or a member of the National Executive Council will have raised this alarm. Auditors have just audited our account. I just took over the quite 3 months. So what type of monumental fraud would my office will have committed within a short period? But the BOT man want to run the administration of the Labour Party, which I hear, I'm the chairman, from wherever he stays. And he is a lawyer. If there is a fraud in the place and you belong to that place, do you resign or will you investigate thoroughly? If he say he has a fact, let him put the facts before the public.
We'll take a break for some messages, after which Panorama continues. Stay with us.
You don't do. I don't tire for all the things where you yarn.
You not done it right.
You the yarn no pattern. Sure you think say now only you feel booger. I go show you.
This matter don't pass, be careful.
You dey show yourself all these years. I just dey look you. This time you go know the kind of person we are.
I've been the watch as you dey try scatter my future.
The feature where I dey try
organize for myself.
Small. Na him you dey try kill, abi?
Not to kill, scatter, and destroy my paroles always the agenda, abi? Oh, but you know, Fito, not this time.
I don't set my own agenda.
I know how where your agenda go fit pass my agenda.
Because my agenda strong past your agenda.
For this election, the agenda now.
It's our future.
No violence.
Vote.
Set the agenda for this election. No violence, just vote.
You're welcome back. You're still on to Panorama, coming to you from Lagos Network Center. Traditional rulers under the platform of Indieze Udo in Lagos State have enjoined politicians to imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship as they go into the 2015 elections. They made the appeal at the end of an emergency meeting for traditional rulers in the 20 local government areas of the state.
The meeting, which was attended by traditional rulers in the 20 local government and 37 local council development areas of Lagos State, centered on educating their subjects on the electoral process. The body emphasized that it has not adopted any presidential or governorship candidate of any political party in the forthcoming elections. The royal fathers advised their subjects to use the window of the rescheduling of the election to collect their PVCs.
In the next few days, we will call another meeting and we will now address and decide who to vote. We, Indians in Lagos State, will make sure there will be peace in this forthcoming election.
The traditional rulers advised the political players to seek the face of God as they canvass votes. They resolved to play a greater role in educating their subjects to enhance the political process.
The Ogun State Governor and gubernatorial candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, has concluded his campaign tour of the 236 wards in the state with a promise to ensure good governance if voted for in the general elections. Senator Amosun, who completed his campaign with a tour of Abuja North local government area, charged the people of the state to vote for candidates of the All Progressive Congress in the forthcoming elections. Lekon Agbode completes the report.
For more than 3 weeks, the campaign train of the gubernatorial candidates of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun State had moved around the 236 wards to spread the gospel of the party to party supporters across the state. Visits to the 16 wards in Abeokuta North Council area climaxed the whole process as party faithful turned out en masse to welcome their visitors. Part of the campaign included visits to palaces of the royal fathers for homage, where the monarchs in turn offered prayers to all the candidates on the platform of the APC at all levels. The governor, Senator Amosun, who thanked the people of the state for the opportunity given him through their votes to serve them in the first term, noted that more dividends of democracy would come if they vote for the APC at the general elections.
I want to thank all the good people of Ogun State for what they did in the last election, and to tell them I solicit for more support.
Some party chieftains described the over 3 weeks voyage as experience that worth the salt.
You've seen the reception all over the state, that he is well loved, is well accepted by the people.
On the postponement of the elections, they charged the people to remain calm, saying it will give more people the opportunity to collect their PVC and vote for the party at the polls. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbode, NTA News.
As part of efforts to boost education in the country, the federal government has commissioned some block of classrooms at the riverine areas of Lagos State. The Lagos State People's Democratic Party gubernatorial candidate, Jimmy Agbaje, commissioned the projects on behalf of the federal government. Tola Adebule completes the story.
So, to the glory of God, to the benefit of mankind,
and the benefit in particular of all the people of Uluwole, I hereby commission this laudable project. Thank you.
The projects are part of the Millennium Development Goals cited in some offshore communities of Lagos by President Goodluck Jonathan with the aim of improving the standard of education. Commissioning the projects in Ido, Oluwole, and Ikare, Mr. Jimmy Agbaje noted that education is one area that has been neglected over the years, especially in the riverine areas. He also called on the members of the community to support the President Goodluck Jonathan-led administration.
This is a fully funded project by the federal government for primary education. That to me is the realization of what we are saying in the PDP, that primary education is key to building our youths.
The Lagos State People's Democratic gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Jimmy Agbaje, also visited Ibeshe, Ilashe, and Igbo Olokun community. He had earlier visited Oba Akinyemi Nureni, who gave him his royal blessings and appreciated him for commissioning the buildings in his community. In Lagos, Tola Debule, NTA News.
The Lagos State government has raised the alarm, drawing the attention of the federal government over the activities of an unscrupulous group who allegedly operates as former officials at the Lagos toll gate. Lagos Commissioners for Justice, Transportation and Information made this known at a media briefing in Lagos. Jason Moses reports.
The Lagos State Attorney General, Mr. Adepaye, said the state government was worried over the activities of the group which he described as faceless. The men, according to him, were faceless as there was no employment letter or laws that established them or regulate their activities. According to him, the traffic control section of the Nigerian Police, Federal Road Safety, and LASTMA officials were recognized to control traffic in the state.
Some men and women in black uniform taking over the control of traffic at the Lagos toll gate end of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
Says that he's not even aware such organization had been formed by federal government in his capacity as a member of the Federal Executive Council, and I will take up the matter with the Federal Minister of Works. And he directed the lawyer to the Ministry of Transport to investigate.
The state government also expressed concern over painting of road curbs with green, white, green, as this, according to them, was against the highway code and security of road users. According to them, black and white painting are internationally recognized. In Lagos, Jesuton Moses, NTA News.
And on entertainment news, Jennifer Lopez dragged to court over animal assault, and Nigerian comedian and compare loses a baby. The report.
Thanks for joining us on Entertainment News. Jennifer Lopez has been sued by her neighbor Andrew Ashley